Hello, Aries and Aries rising friends. Sondra from For Your Chi. Thanks for being here with me. This is your February 2024 reading. Same story. First 6 houses here on YouTube or TikTok. Remainder of the reading will be on Patreon. Link will be below or somewhere else where you can readily see it. Okay. Now, let's get right into your February solar plexus chakra. February at the beginning brings something, an event that triggers you. Now, I would say 90% of the time, the event is not actually going to occur, but you think it will. Now, look at this. They're telling you to be patient. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unforeseen factors that need to occur first. Whatever you feel like you need to happen in February, it's actually going to take more time. So, there are only so many things that you can do, right, to avoid stuff like this usually. I'm recording this maybe a week in advance. I'm going to try to post it sooner. So what you can do is, maybe you can squirrel away a little money on the side if this is like a money thing, or you might need it to spend to make a purchase, or even if you do have to purchase something big, and if you can hold it off, that would be the best. Now, this whole thing may involve a purchase or some sort of transaction where you've been waiting for something to come in and there's just some delay, right? But you have to know that the universe is on your side. You will get what you need here, but you have to take a deep breath and step back from the situation. And trust me, I know how hard that can be. But I have done it myself because realistically, you have no other choice unless you have some sort of backup plan. And hey, maybe you do, or maybe you can think of one before this occurs. That's what I'm about here. Solutions. If you can muster it up. Your second house, your money, your stuff, moving on. You coming out of the darkness into the light, okay? And a daughter is involved here. So if you have older children, they may help you with money in some way. They may pay you back something that they owed you or something that they borrowed from you. This could also be about stuff and items too, right? You may be getting something repaired that was broken as a result of your daughter. Hopefully you didn't let your daughter borrow the car and you're waiting for it to come back in the body shop and stuff like that, because that would be a drag. Your third house, your brother or sister, deception and envy. This is usually someone who is not telling them the whole truth, trying to blow smoke up their fanny, things of that nature. If you talk to your sibling, they may mention this to you, or you may want to mention it to them. Look at that. They have a child involved here as well. Okay, so it might be their own child that's hiding something from them, or it might be, this is kind of rare, it might be that someone is trying to BS their child, so this would be your niece or nephew. Your connection with children is a part of your life's purpose. You might actually be the one to reach out to your brother and sister and, just kind of ask them, hey, what's going on in your world? Ask about the kids. See if they mention this. You will have great insight as to what is really going on as you listen to your brother or sister talk about this. And you may want to point out the BS as you see it. Because somebody needs to I don't want to say get involved, but someone needs to deal with this shady-eyed shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not good. Your fourth house, your house of home, or where you currently live, discontent and boredom. You are tired of the way things are, and you are ready for a change. You could be ready to move. Or your father figure could be ready to change something in his life. What is the advice card? To be true and authentic to yourself and your soul here. There could be something that you have been, I want to say lying to yourself, but that sounds kind of harsh. Anyway, an Aries can take it. I have an Aries friend who feels like this right now. She's been trying to get her place together. And it's been difficult, but it's because it's a challenge, right? It's a lot of work. The bottom of this card says, this situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. So it's really you just deciding what is it that you want to do here. You know you don't want to stay in the same place if this is talking about your home. If it's not, it's talking about your father. But you also haven't made a decision to move forward on it yet. So you're kind of like stuck in limbo, Aries. You know, that's totally up to you. Your fifth house, your social life, your fun, your friends. For those of you single Aries, this is talking about your dating life. You could be saying yes to someone that you regret, or you regret the situation because you said yes, or this may have already happened where you're regretting the yes that you've already said in the past. What is the advice card? To let go. This is the second time, and I've only done 2 readings so far in February, where the message is we cannot continue some of these friendships in our future, and we are going to be letting people go because we don't have a choice. They absolutely refuse to acknowledge the fact that they are, in their actions and their words, are toxic in nature, and that very well could be dragging you down. And it's like we can't be drugged down anymore because we need to elevate, we need to increase our vibration in order to not only remain, but thrive in these conditions. The environment around us has changed. This earth has changed. It is requiring us to rise to the level of it, and not everyone is going to make it. This is what the whole 2012 transition was about, the end of the old world and the beginning of the new world. And we can start to see this new world that's being created before our eyes here, right? I know it's kind of a harsh message, but it keeps coming up over and over and over again in life, just in life, and now in the readings. Your sixth house. House of work and health, prosperity begins. This is you planting the seed of what you're going to do in the future. This usually means more money, more prosperity that's coming, but it's a result of your job or what you do for work. This could be something that you add to your job or work, or for those of you that moonlight, this could be a moonlight situation. Whom do you need to forgive? This card usually indicates that you're doing this with another person. So there is a forgiveness. If it's not another person that you're doing this or that's helping you with this project, this could be a person whom perhaps you have tried to go about some sort of form of agreement or partnership to do this form of work or moonlighting, whatever the case may be. And it's been kind of on hold because either this person did something to you or they said they were going to do it and they never did it. The bottom of this card says, as you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes come true. Well, I would say that that's true for every Aries that I know in some aspect. But in this case, it is your house of work and health. If you forgive people, or you try to forgive them, or if you know Ho'oponopono, if you can do that, if you can do any sort of forgiveness energy work at all, even a small amount would benefit you. And I feel like you would see some results that you've been waiting for a long time. Okay, let's look at your tarot cards. Who is around you in your 7th house of primary relationships before we go to the extended? Okay, you've got 2 sword cards, so that's 2 air signs. Aqua, Libra, or Gemini. You also have rods here. That's another fire sign. Another Aries. Dear God, that matchup is insane, right? An Aries and an Aries. A Leo or a Sagittarius. Okay, if you want to join me in the extended reading, it's on Patreon. We're going to be going over houses 7 through 12. That's your primary relationships and your business partnerships, for those of you that applies. Your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters. Don't forget intimacy. And the source of your significant other's income. Your 9th house of school and travel. That's amazing. Your 10th house of career or your mother. Your 11th house of your child or your best friend. Your 12th house, what's about to happen in 3 months from now, which is May. Many blessings to you, Aries. Take care.